This is so cool. It's like we have like a full kitchen here. We got an oven over there, cooking our biscuits. They're puffing up nicely. We got our skillet over here. We got my bacon ready to flip. So excited. Hi, I'm Christian. When I was a little kid, I joined Cub Scouts. And then I quit. And I'm not totally sure why I quit, and I've kind of always regretted that decision. So here's my idea. I want some adventure, but I can't become an official Boy Scout. So I'm gonna do it all on my own. I'm gonna do the entire curriculum of Scouts, from Cub all the way up to Eagle, in 1 year. It's called Old Scout. Good morning, and welcome to the 20th episode of Old Scout. We are here at the Washington House Hotel in Sellersville, Pennsylvania. It's a quiet, rainy morning.
Very rainy.
What are we doing this week?
We have to do two things this week. The first one is to be able to identify in the field 10 species of trees or plants and note characteristics such as bark, leaves, flowers, fruit, scent, things like that. So nature IDs.
So just find 10 trees?
Yeah, and be able to identify them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you make it sound really easy.
I mean, how hard could it be to find 10 different trees?
Well, not that hard. I think it's the identification.
Like, tree. Yeah, all those are different.
Yeah, and then name what tree it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different trees.
Okay.
So then we also have to do another cooking requirement. So for the second class, you had to cook without utensils. For first class, you get to use utensils, but you have to cook more difficult items.
Right.
So, yeah, cooking.
Okay. Maybe we can try like a couple different methods.
Looking at the types of foods that you have to cook here, there are different ways that you'll need to cook them.
Okay. All right.
So that'll definitely be part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Meeting adjourned?
Meeting adjourned.
Bye.
Bye.
Prepare and cook satisfactorily in the open using camp cooking utensils the following foods: eggs, bacon, biscuits, and oatmeal. For the biscuits, I'm going to try to use this camp bake oven made out of aluminum foil from this Reynolds Wrap outdoor cooking pamphlet from 1950. So we'll see how that goes. For the eggs and the bacon and the oatmeal, we're going to try to cook them on a skillet or in a little oatmeal container thing on top of like a log of fire. So we'll see how that goes. Should I just topple this one? Or might that be very bad? You know what I mean? Like if that one was right there.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually.
So just kind of like make sure that this.
One underneath.
Whew, there we go.
1 cup of this. Come on. So 1-ish cup of this and like less than 1/3 cup of this. Having never made biscuits before, I have no idea what this consistency should be. So should I make this into like 4?
Yeah. Feels like that sort of like Play-Doh-y consistency that it seems like most baking recipes call for.
No clue.
Does it taste like biscuit?
Tastes like dough.
All right, 1 biscuit. Two biscuits.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna fall in?
I don't think so. Ah! They're heavier than expected.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope, that's saggy biscuits. It's getting there. That's better. Oh no. Okay.
Do you want me to cut and help you for a sec?
No.
Okay.
Okay, yes. It's so hot. It's so hot. Okay. That's as good as it gets. Do I have eyebrows?
Yes, you have eyebrows.
Feels like I have no eyebrows. Oh, man.
There's biscuits.
All right, now how long do we wait? Okay, I'm putting the bacon on. This is so cool. It's like we have like a full kitchen here. We got an oven over there, cooking our biscuits. They're puffing up nicely. We got our skillet over here. We got my bacon ready to flip. So excited.
Smoking a lot.
It is a bit smoky, but do you want your bacon unsmoky? No. Ooh, Ooh, yeah. Little mini bacons.
Do you want to try to flip the biscuits?
Oh my God. Those aren't even close.
Okay, so we'll wait on flipping them.
We'll wait on flipping them and kind of, that one's dead. R.I.P. far right one. Okay, they need about 2 more hours. Very smoky. So smoky it's causing me to cry.
And you have it on your forehead.
I have it on the forehead. There. Did I get
Yeah, it's all over.
it? Ooh, they're hopping now. Looks like they're browning up pretty good.
Yeah, you can tell the reflector is working at least a little because like they're browning on the back side
Yeah.
as well as the front. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can flip it yet. So for the oatmeal, we're just gonna, you can see it's the dry oatmeal in there. Just gonna add the water.
It's like we have stereo fires. And in the middle is like this like perfectly mild heat for all of our mild heat needs. There's a bit of a high grease to egg ratio. It's a weird looking egg. Oh, a biscuit just fell in the fire.
Oh no! Grab the biscuit! Our stick fell.
Oh God, okay. Biscuit. 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 Reflective cooker, you cannot be trusted anymore. Gooey biscuit. Why are you gooey? Ow! Ow, there's explosions. All right. Okay. Whoa, oh.
Don't blow
gosh.
it.
Oh my gosh. That was scary.
That was danger.
Was that danger? Because that felt really scary. Perfect egg. Feels a little stressful all of a sudden. Man, our best biscuit fell in the fire.
That's okay. You can still eat it. Remember we had that steak that fell in the fire and we ate that.
Yeah. And we buried those potatoes under the ground and we ate those, so.
That is one ugly egg.
Excuse you.
Well, the bacon looks good so far.
Shush. The oatmeal looks fine. What's wrong with the oatmeal?
You want to stir it?
Yeah. All right, so I got my biscuit here. I fell in the fire a little bit. I got my egg and my bacon. All right. Bacon, egg, no cheese. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't justify all the work we did into it. The bacon's really good. Bacon we did right.
It's kind of hard to mess up bacon.
Yep. I mean, it's ice cold because I had to do glamour shots of all the food. I'm jealous that you get the uglier food, but that will taste better because it's hot. Let me try the oatmeal.
Nothing like cold oatmeal.
Time for my porridge. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Okay, what about the biscuit? Was it at least cooked?
The biscuit is terrible. The biscuit is very cooked, overly cooked. It has no redeeming texture qualities.
I think maybe we need more biscuit practice before we try to cook biscuits in the wild.
Biscuits are really hard in the kitchen, much less in a piece of aluminum foil on a campfire. Be able to identify 10 species of trees, noting such characteristic things as bark, leaves, flowers, and fruit. To identify all the trees today, I'm going to use my National Audubon Society Field Guide to North American Trees, Eastern Region, because it's got great photos of each leaf and bark, and then detailed descriptions. And also super helpful for right now, it has autumnal color identification. Here is an American beech, or Fagus grandifolio. Usually a large tree, with a rounded crown of many horizontal and spreading branches. It's usually characterized by an elliptical or ovate leaf with a long pointed tip and light gray, smooth, thin bark. Very slippy and muddy. Oop, okay. Here is a northern red oak, or Quercus ruba. It is a large tree with a rounded crown of stout, spreading branches. It likes moist, loamy, sandy, rocky, and clay soils. Its leaves are elliptical, usually divided into 7 to 11 shallow, wavy lobes. Its bark is dark gray or blackish, rough, furrowed into scaly ridges, and the inner bark is reddish. I'm guessing some kind of maple. Could be a black maple. It's not a striped maple, because that has only 3 of those, or it has 3 of those things. This has 5 of those lobes, and it has the right kind of pointedness. Here is a black maple, or Acer nigrum. It is a large tree with a rounded, dense crown. The leaves are long and wide, with 3, sometimes 5, broad, long-pointed lobes. The bark is dark gray or blackish, becoming deeply furrowed. This way? Here is an eastern hemlock, or Tsuga canadensis. It is an evergreen tree with a conical crown and long, slender branches, often drooping all the way to the ground. Its needles are 10 to 15 millimeters long, flat, flexible, and rounded at tip. Its bark is cinnamon brown, thick, deeply furrowed into broad, scaly ridges. It also has small, brown, elliptical cones. Here's a shagbark hickory, or Carya ovata. It is a large tree with a tall trunk. It has a narrow, irregular crown and distinctive, rough, shaggy bark. It has 8 to 14-inch pennantly compound leaves. It has light gray bark separating into long, narrow, curved strips loosely attached at the middle. It produces a hickory nut with an edible seed inside. Here is an eastern red cedar, or Juniperus virginiana. It is an evergreen aromatic tree, and it has a columnar compact crown. Its bark is reddish brown, thin, fibrous, and shreddy. Its cones are berry-like, dark blue, juicy, and has 1 to 2 seeds inside. Its needles are scale-like, not toothed, dark green with a gland dot. This is a good old black oak, or Quercus valutina. It is a medium-sized to large tree with an open, spreading crown. It grows to about 50 to 80 feet tall. Its leaves are elliptical, usually with 7 to 9 lobes. It's easily distinguishable by the yellow or orange inner bark, formerly a source of tannin and of yellow dye for cloth. Here is a sycamore, or Platanus occidentalis. It's one of the largest eastern hardwoods. It has a massive straight trunk and often crooked branches that form a broad, open crown. Its leaves are broadly ovate with 3 or 5 shallow, broad, short-pointed lobes. Its bark is smooth, whitish, and mottled, peeling off in large, thin flakes, exposing patches of brown, green, and gray. Here is a sugar maple, or Acer saccharum. It is a large tree with a rounded, dense crown and striking, multicolored foliage in autumn. Its leaves are opposite, 3.5 inches to 5.5 inches, palmately lobed. Its bark is light gray, becoming rough and deeply furrowed into narrow, scaly ridges. And maples, particularly sugar maples, are among the leading furniture woods. This species is used for flooring, boxes and crates, and veneer. Here is a Norway spruce, or Picea abies. It is a large cone-bearing tree with pyramid-shaped crown of spreading branches. Its needles are stiff and 1/2 to 1 inch long. Its bark is reddish brown and scaly, and Norway spruce has been widely cultivated for ornament, shelter belts, Christmas trees, and forest plantations.